Howdy! In this video, what we're going to do is find the values, exact values of all 6 trig functions without a calculator. And we're not going to do it with the unit circle. We're going to do it using triangles on the circle. That is the XYR method. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, 2 pi over 3, we need to know approximately where that is. So let's draw a little circle here with an axis through it. 1 pi over 3 is 60 degrees, so 2 pi over 3 is right in there, about 120 degrees. Exactly, 120 degrees, actually. Okay, so that angle right there is the 2 pi over 3. Okay, so if we want to find trig ratios of that number, we're going to drop a line straight down to the x-axis so that we can determine the lengths of this corresponding right triangle. I'm talking about this right triangle right in here, right? So the simplest way to do this without the unit circle is to always just let the short leg be 1. So which leg is the short leg, right? Well, this angle right there would have to also be 60 degrees, or pi over 3. That's the reference angle. So if that's 60 degrees, then this top angle is, I'll just put it in degrees there, that's 30 degrees. And then you, of course, have your right angle at 90 degrees. So the shortest leg is always opposite the smaller angle. Since that's 30 degrees, this leg has length 1, but since it's in quadrant 2, the x here is equal to -1. And the y is that vertical length, and on a 30, 60, 90 triangle, one leg is 1, the other leg is √3. And the hypotenuse, which we often call r, with these ratios on a 30, 60, 90 triangle, is 2. So we're essentially determining this thing by letting x, or the short leg, be -1. If that's the case, that determines the size of the triangle. Then y would equal to positive √3, and the radius, or hypotenuse, is equal to 2. When you find trig ratios of an angle, it does not matter how big or small your triangle is. The ratios of two sides will be the same. Okay, so this is just the simplest way to do it if you're not using the unit circle, without all that memorization that the unit circle requires, right? All right, so now that we've got our triangle labeled here, we can go ahead and start finding trig ratios. So let's find sine of 2 pi over 3. So sine of 2 pi over 3 is the y over the r. Y is √3. R is 2. That's it. Its reciprocal is cosecant. Cosecant of 2 pi over 3 is the reciprocal of sine. So it's r over y. Now, if I flip this, I get 2 over √3, which is okay, but if you need to rationalize, you would multiply by √3 over √3 and get 2 times √3 all over 3. Next, we have cosine of 2 pi over 3. Cosine of 2 pi over 3 is x over r. The x side of that triangle is -1, r is 2. And its reciprocal is secant. Secant of 2 pi over 3. The reciprocal of -1/2 is -2. And last we have tangent. Tangent of 2 pi over 3. Tangent is the ratio of y to r. The y divided by, the y to the x. I wrote it correctly, said it incorrectly. Y to x. Y is √3, x is -1. So that ratio comes out to -√3. And its reciprocal is cotangent. So cotangent of 2 pi over 3 is x over y, which would be -1 over √3, or if you rationalize, -√3 over 3.